The prayer went up from every corner of Staten Island when Sandy stormed in. God, if you get me through this hurricane, I will do anything you want. Most of the promises were broken before the water had even receded. But Ayman Youssef remains faithful and true. So devoted was Youssef to helping storm sufferers that he didn't just stop 5 years ago at Hurricane Sandy. Over the past few weeks, Youssef has worked 14-hour days collecting food and supplies for victims of the hurricanes that hit Texas, Florida and Puerto Rico. Hurricane Sandy hit me hard, said Youssef, 48, who founded and works for the non-profit organization Halftable Man, which helps families affected by storms and natural disasters by providing food, clothing and basic household supplies. I lost everything: my business, my house, my cars and all I own. After that, I gave my life to God and said I'm going to serve the people for the rest of my life. I made the promise, and I kept going with it. I really did. I have no salary doing this. I'm just doing this for him. Danielle Machinsk for New York Daily News. Youssef's humble path to service began on the unholy night of October 29, 2012, when Hurricane Sandy barreled through his Midland Beach neighborhood and much of the region with the fury reserved for books of the Bible. That day, Youssef forgot that he couldn't swim and helped pull 16 people out of the cold, rising water that turned his street into a river. Youssef said helping others made him feel good, and he didn't want that feeling to go away. I'm not alone, he said. We have amazing volunteers. More than he knows. There were almost as many heroes after Hurricane Sandy as there were flooded homes. Debbie Eganshire, New York Daily News. Among them that day was Dylan Smith, a 23-year-old lifeguard from Queens who used his surfboard to help neighbor Michael McDonnell save 6 people in the rising waters in Belle Harbor. The daring rescue earned the pair honors in People magazine, which named them among the 2012 Heroes of the Year. Tragically, Smith died just 2 months later in a surfing accident in Puerto Rico. I really didn't know everything he did for people until after he passed away, said Smith's father, Timothy, a retired firefighter. People came up to me and told me what he did for them. He said Dylan, who was planning to move to Puerto Rico, would be crushed to see how hard the island was hit by Hurricane Maria. It brings back bad memories, Timothy Smith said. You see what they're going through and you remember what we went through with Sandy. The memories came rushing back for Matthew Petronas, too, even though he was hundreds of miles away when the superstorm hit. Petronas, 24, was in his dorm room at Washington's Catholic University of America when Sandy pummeled his family's home in Breezy Point, Queens. Petronas said he never felt more helpless. I saw my whole town get destroyed, he recalled. I said, what can I do? Danielle Machinsk, New York Daily News. So the business major did the only thing he could do at the time. He started raising money. Between his word-of-mouth campaign and the use of several funding websites, Petronas was able to raise $50,000 in the first day. He said that by the time the Breezy Point Disaster Relief Fund shut down, it had raised more than $5 million. It wasn't about me, he said. It was about my community. While the money was helpful, Petronas, who now works at a fire protection supply company in Brooklyn, is most proud of his other contribution, his ability to inspire others. He witnessed it in the eyes of friends and neighbors who have gone to Texas and Florida to lend a hand. It's great to see, Petronas said. When I saw that going on, I knew everything would be okay.